The US military operation in Venezuela to capture President Nicolás Maduro has triggered a fresh round of speculation about Washington's next moves. There are no confirmed invasion plans, but US President Donald Trump's language, recent military actions, and official strategy documents point to a sharper posture built around a revived Monroe Doctrine. Monroe Doctrine is named after US President James Monroe. It was articulated in the 1800s. It holds that any intervention in the affairs of the Americas by foreign powers is a potentially hostile act against the US.
And the Monroe Doctrine is a big deal, but we've superseded it by a lot, by a real lot. They now call it the Monroe Document, I don't know. Or under our new national security strategy, American dominance in the Western Hemisphere will never be questioned again.
Page 15 of Trump's national security strategy explicitly commits the US to defending its dominance in the region, even through military means if required. Following the January 3, 2026 operation in Venezuela, after months of US strikes on drug boats and facilities beginning in September 2025, Trump's remarks have singled out several countries as needing to act like good neighbors. On 21st December 2025, Trump appointed Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry as special envoy to Greenland, tasking him with advancing the US interests and potential integration into America.
We don't take Greenland. Russia or China will take Greenland, and I am not going to let that happen. But one way or the other, we're going to have Greenland.
Qoyanarsiullerp pingaartippaqa oqaatigissallugu nunarput Venezuelamut sanillersuunneqarnera taanna pissuissamisoortutut isiingilara uangut ilingivangut nunatsinni ingerlatsinerput tamatoqartussaa qataaneran aallaavilimmii ingerlanikuu suleqatiginnerlu ukiorpanni ingerlanikuu oqaloqatigin pittaasoq utertissuarput upalungaarsimanissamu tungasuk naliginnaasumik ataavartumi misissuiffingaangut aama qulaayaaffingaangut.
Threats, pressure and condescending remarks, even from our closest allies for a generation, about wanting to take over another country and another people as if it was something you could buy and own that has no place anywhere. Let there be no doubt. No matter what happens, we will stand firm on what is right and what is wrong.
Trump has repeatedly blamed Mexican cartels for fentanyl trafficking and border instability in the US.
Mexico has to get their act together because they're pouring through Mexico, and we're going to have to do something. We'd love Mexico to do it. They're capable of doing it, but unfortunately the cartels are very strong in Mexico.
Briefings prepared for the administration have reportedly outlined options, targeted raids, and sustained cross-border operations. Trump explicitly mentioned Colombia during post-Venezuela press conferences, warning of consequences for countries he views as aligned with the US adversaries. Colombia's strategic location and its past leftist leadership have made it a focus of US pressure. Referring to Colombian President Gustavo Petro, Trump said,
Colombia is very sick too, run by a sick man who likes making cocaine and selling it to the United States. He's not going to be doing it very well.
So there will be an operation by the U.S.
It sounds good to me. I would love to see Canada be the 51st state. The Canadian citizens, if that happened, would get a very big tax cut.
Trump's comments about Canada being a 51st state were delivered jokingly, but they have fed speculation about rising pressure on even close allies. Analysts point to trade disputes, border issues, Arctic resource competition as potential flashpoints. While no military action is expected, scenarios discussed include tariff escalation, expanded joint patrols, greater US leverage through NORAD and Arctic basing. Trump authorized strikes on Iranian nuclear sites in 2025 in coordination with Israel.
We cannot have them have a nuclear weapon. but they still talk about enrichment. I mean, who would do that? You just come out of something that's so bad and they talk about, we want to continue enrichment. Who would say that? How stupid can you be to say that?
With Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu calling for further action, the risk of escalation remains high in 2026.
The leaders of Iran called they want to negotiate. I think they're tired of being beat up by the United States.
Even though there's been protesters killed in Iran, you said we were locked and loaded, ready to go. What is the line there for when the U.S. is going to get involved in those protests?
We'll take a look. We're watching it very closely. If they start killing people like they have in the past, I think they're going to get hit very hard by the United States.
Trump authorized strikes in 7 countries in 2025: Iran, Yemen, Somalia, Syria, Iraq, Nigeria, Venezuela. Strikes against jihadist groups in Nigeria was part of it.
Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria. Thousands and thousands of Christians are being killed. Radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. I am hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern. That's a legal definition.
While not as an invasion, base access and expanded counter-terror operations remain on the table. The scale and spread of these actions have reinforced perception that military force has become primary tool of policy.
So why is it bombing these countries? Number one, so the US oil companies have an advantage. Second, that these are choke points, that if there is a war with, let's say, China or any other country, they can manage their imperialism through these choke points of oil. They cut off oil. Tomorrow, China will not have oil for its industry. So it's a straight resource war by the Americans.
Cuba has once again been pushed into the spotlight. Trump has accused Havana of sustaining socialism in the region and supporting Venezuelan oil smuggling.
Cuba looks like it's ready to fall. I don't know if they're going to hold out. But Cuba now has no income. They got all of their income from Venezuela, from the Venezuelan oil.
The rhetoric has raised concerns about possible naval pressure, covert action, or renewed blockade measures.
The attack and destruction of unidentified boats, the assassination or extrajudicial execution of civilians, the interception of fishing vessels, and aggressive actions by the United States generate a dangerous situation that violates international law, threatens peace and regional security.
Are you considering U.S. action in Cuba?
We're not. I think it's just going to fall. I don't think we need any action. It looks like it's going down. It's going down for the count. You ever watch a fight? They go down for the count. And Cuba looks like it's going down.